So today is Narasimha Chathurthi, the appearance day of Lord Narasimha Dev. So this actually happened in Satya Yuga. This is Satya Yuga. That we have to remember. And who is this Lord Narasimha Dev? Keshava Drutta Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisa Hare Jaya Jagadisa Hare Jaya Jagadisa Hare. So Lord Narasimha Deva is a form of Keshava. That is Krishna. Lord Krishna is the source of all the avatars, such as Lord Rama, Lord Varaha, Vamana, and so on. But we celebrate some of the appearances more important. One of them is this appearance day of Lord Narasimha Deva. Lord Narasimha Deva is actually the chakra. Chakra, not the Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. Swayam Bhagavan Krishna does not use any chakra. But his other manifestations like Dwaraka Krishna, also Vishnu, Sriman Narayana. So if you see all the Vishnu forms and all, you will see which Anga Chakra. So when Swayam Bhagavan appeared in Madura, when in Gokul, he also appeared as what? As the Lord Srimad Narayana appeared there in Madura. There he appeared as with Shanghi Chakra Kadapatma. That's how Srimad Bhagavatam is saying. So everybody else other than Swayam Bhagavan will have some weapons. All the gods will be also having weapons. So the chakra of these manifestations of the expansions of Swayam Bhagavan Krishna, they all will be using chakra. So actually, in the temples, if you see the temples, what do you really do? Because like all the many temples, all the Vishnu temples, it will have a stamba. Stamba is many tall pillars. A tall pillar, only one pillar. It is very important for the temple because this is considered as the backbone of the temple. These stamba or the pillar will have 32 knots. Remember in the bamboo trees, remember the bamboo, you have the stick, the knots, right? Similarly, these pillars will also have knots. There will be 32 of them. This is very important. This number is very significant. Why? Because in our body, our backbone, we also have 32 knots. If you see this is all the spinal, all the thing going, there are 32 knots. So these actually, the 32 is actually very is used in the temple also. 32 knots are there. Why? Similar to what our backbone is the one that structure is the one who really making us to really move, making us to function. Similarly, the backbone of a temple is the stamba. On the top of the stamba, you will have chakra and the flag. So this is what you really see there on the right side is the temple of Lord Jagannath in Puri. Okay, so there are a lot of things there. Also, as said by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord gives chakra with each of his dearmost devotees. So when Ambarisha Maharaj was insulted by Durvasa Muni, actually he was so insulted very badly, Durvasa Muni, you know the story, and immediately chakra manifested there, and then the chakra cut the demon who really got manifested by Durvasa Muni when he really took, pulled his some little hair, his hair and then dashed on the ground. A demon came up and then it was about to kill Ambarish Maharaj, but immediately the chakra appeared, cut the demon into piece, finished. Yeah. So where did the chakra come? It is said that chakra did not come from Vaikuntha or from the Lord there, Vishnu, no. Because that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. Every devotee, powerful devotees, very pure devotee will have chakra already there. Is invisible. Actually, devotees don't need any chakra. They don't need any weapon because they are always interested only in bhakti. But the chakra, instantly it can appear there. So that's the beauty. Okay. Anyway, you all know the story of the Ambarish Maharaj also. The chakra is used only by Narayana or Vishnu forms of Krishna. Okay, as I mentioned, in Goloka Vrindavan, no. So he had only what? Like Swami Bhagavan Krishna actually had only what? He had only flute and some peacock feather. And also when he really goes to the cow herding, he used some beagle, the beagle. That's all. No, nothing is a weapon. Nothing is a weapon. You see, look at here. So who is Swami Bhagavan then? This is how we understand who is Swami Bhagavan. Okay. So chakra is used only by his expansions. Dwaraka Krishna, Vishnu forms, and also demigods also. Durga Devi has, Lord Shiva has. They all have weapons for fighting. And in fact, if you see the fighting that Swami Bhagavan did in Vrindavan, did he use any weapon there? No, he used only hands and take the demon and then just rotate and then throw him out or something like that. And those demons killed by Swami Bhagavan Krishna in Gokul, basically in Vrindavan, they all went to Goloka. But whereas all the expansion, that is Dwaraka Krishna and also like Vishnu forms, when they really kill any demons, where will they go? They will go to either in Brahman, so Ayuja Murti, or sometimes probably to Vaikunda, but never to Goloka. Okay, so there are a lot of intimate secrets, secrets are there. So in Vrindavan, opulence is overridden by Madhurya Rasa. It does not mean that he should not use, but there's no need to use, because that's only Madhurya Rasa is actually going on. This is more auspicious. Okay. Now, what is special about Lord Narasimha Deva? 4 things. Protecting the devotees. He is Bhakta Vatsala. So this is, Vatsala means, look at it, this is Vatsalya Bhava. So the Lord Narasimha Deva is like our father or mother, and this is how we have to, we have to understand. So protecting the devotees is one of the main thing. Second, removing obstacles in the devotional sadhana. Suppose we are running into some difficulties by just worshipping and or praying to Lord Narasimha Deva will remove those obstacles. Because in families and also all the places wherever we go, sometimes we may, the devotees may really require. But when a devotee goes very high, very, very high, they don't need, they will not ask for any protection. Even Prahlad Maharaj did not know. There was no incident there saying that he was actually asking for protection when he was put into the thrown out from, thrown down from a hill, or he was given poisons. No, he never prayed for. But Lord Narasimha Deva is very, very kind. Okay. Then the third one is, he also can help in removing anarthas of devotees. What is meant by anarthas? Anarthas means unwanted desires. So by whoever is actually worshipping Lord Narasimha Deva, these materialistic desires will vanish. Then the fourth one is, he is the one who gives power to Lord Ganesha to remove obstacles in the material worlds. So if you have problems, just to pray to Lord Narasimha Deva. If you do not, actually you do not have to worship any demigod, including Lord Ganesh. No, it's not necessary. Lord Narasimha Deva is the original remover of obstacles in the path of bhakti. This is why in our prayer what we say, Sarva Vikna Vinasahakari Sri Narasimha Deva Ki Jai. That's what we say. We don't say Ganesh Ki Jai. No. Ganesh is getting only just a small dust from his, from his power. Just a small, very anu. That's what Lord Ganesh is using it for, removing the obstacles for whoever worshipping him or whatever. Anyway, but Lord Ganesh is also called Vigneshwara. The fact is, Lord Ganesha is specifically get the power from the Lord Narasimha Deva, that is the expansion from Krishna. So that is why in the Brahma Samhita it says, Yat Pada Pallava Yugam Vinidaya Kumbha Dvandve Pranam Samaye Saganadi Rajaha Viknan Vihandum Alamasya Jagatrayasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Pajahami. To remove the obstacles, Lord Ganesh is really, bowing down so that his crown is really touching the lotus feet of Krishna, in this case, actually, Lord Narasimha Dev, to really get the power to really remove the obstacles in this world. Actually, spiritual or materialistic, whatever, all the any obstacles you can. But what is happening is nowadays, look at here in Vrindavan. They are even so materialistic, they put Lord Ganesha even top, on the top, and then Krishna is in the bottom. This is very bad things are going on in these holy dhams. Why? Because these pandas want to attract everybody, all the common people also, because for money. And if you don't say, Lord Ganesh, who will come? Very few. Sutta Bhaktas are very, very few. Money, all business, money is honey. Very dangerous things are happening in all these dhams also, especially Vrindavan dham. Anyway, actually we worship only very few incarnations of Krishna. Worshipping Lord Narasimha Devi is one of them. Why? Because of his Bhaktavatsala nature that I mentioned. One may wonder, Lord Narasimha Deva was just a one-time incarnation, just like that he came because Prahalad got in problem? No. Lord Narasimha Deva comes in every Satya Yuga. So this incarnation is always there, because all these manifestations are not as per the materialistic time. It's eternal. So Satya Yuga, he really comes to really perform these kind of leelas. So worshipping of Lord Narasimha Deva is not new, but always there. Who is Bhakta Prahalad? Because it is also important to glorify a devotee. Glorifying a devotee is even higher than glorifying the Lord. So Bhakta Prahalad, in one of his previous births, he was actually a simple householder. One day, in his married life, he had a big fight with his wife. Big quarrel, and he left the home and went and slept in a nearby Narasimha temple, because this happened in the morning before eating anything. So then he really came out of the home, and then he was walking far away and entering into the jungle. And there, by the time he was wandering around, then finally the sun was setting, and then he didn't eat anything, and he was so upset. And he wanted to take rest, but he did not want to go home. And he entered into, he was looking for some place where he can sleep. He saw all demolished old temple. So he just went inside and found a place, and then he slept there. But he did not sleep. He was lying down, but he did not sleep, because he was thinking about that, whatever that happened with his wife. So this abandoned temple turned out to be Lord Narasimha Deva temple. And the day that it happened was a Ekadasi. Look at here. He did not even know that was a Ekadasi day. And thinking about this incident, he did not sleep also on that day, and he did not eat anything. So he did not eat anything for the entire day and did not sleep for the entire day and night. This is then the next day morning, he really got up. He saw his wife also was really there, sleeping somewhere there. So he found out that, she also left after some time. She was also looking for her husband. And she was also taking the same route and then finally landed up in the same place. So now both did not sleep, did not eat. Now these two souls appeared as Prahalad and his wife. So following Ekadasi is very, very powerful. Sutta Bhakata Charanarenu Bhajana Anukula Bhakata Seva Paramasiddhi Prema Latikara Mula. This is actually Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written like this. In that, the second phrase, verse is coming like this. Madhavati Bhakti Janani Jetane Palana Kori Krishna Vasati Vasati Boli Paramahadara Bori Sutta Bhagata Charana Renu Bhajana Anukula Bhagata Seva Paramasiddhi Premalatikara Mula Madhavaditi. So it's starting with saying the dust of the lotus feet of pure devotees. Enthusiastic devotion service. And service to the pure devotees of the highest order are the roots of the creeper of devotion. And the second verse is saying the holy days like Ekadasi and Janmashtami are the mother of devotion for those devotees who respect them and follow them. Let the holy places of Krishna's pastimes be my places of worship and bless me. So this is how it goes. And this Bhakta Prahalad also later came in the body of Srila Haridas Thakura, who is our Nama Acharya. That happened about 500 years ago. He left his body on the lap of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the same one who also came as Sri Raghavendra Swami, it is said. As Sri Raghavendra Swami, he took Jiva Samadhi. You know what is Jiva Samadhi means? Jiva Samadhi means, he will go, there will be all Samadhi means they will dig the, in the earth. So he will go inside alive. They will close everything. Nothing goes there. But he will be there inside in a particular state, and that is Samadhi. Nobody knows how long he is still alive. But a lot of incidents, so many stories are there that I don't have time to really cover today. But there are so much Jiva Samadhis, many have really taken. Even in our Gaudiya Sampradaya also, there are some of them who have taken Jiva Samadhi. Anyway, there are deep facts behind the appearance of Lord Narasimha Dev. Lord Narasimha Dev wanted to have some Veera Rasa. Remember, in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, we are actually dealing with so many rasas, and one of them is Veera Rasa, fighting. We know that Krishna and Gopas, they were doing wrestling too. So Lord wanted to taste the Veera Rasa. So he then thought of Jaya and Vijaya. This actually happened is in Vaikunta. So Jaya and Vijaya are two gatekeepers, the Dwaraka Palaka. Dwarapalaka in Vaikunta. So due to curse by the four Kumaras, because these four Kumaras are child, they don't wear any dress also. They are like 5 years old children, but they are amazingly so developed. They are all, because they live in their own local. So they cursed because when Vijaya and Vijaya stopped them from entering into so who are these guys? They are trying to enter here. No, don't enter. No, because of that, then these four Kumaras gave powerful curse and they had to be born as demons. So now they had to be born in 3 yugas. In Satya Yuga, they came as Hiranya and Hiranyakashipu. Treta Yuga, they came as Ravana and Kumbhakarna. And in Dwapar Yuga, they came as Sisupala and Tandavakra. So this is how it goes. Okay. They came down as Hiranya and Hiranyakashipu in Satyuga. So this is Satyuga related one. But Hiranya, who is Hiranya? Hiranya had once hidden Mother Earth under the causal ocean because he was very powerful. And Lord Vishnu had to come as boar avatar and killed him, Hiranya. After Hiranya's death, Hiranyakashipu was a brother. He wanted to take revenge on Lord Vishnu because Lord Vishnu, he came to know that yes, Lord Vishnu actually killed my brother. So for that he started preparing. So then he decided, all right, I have to do so, take a big revenge on Vishnu who killed my brother. So what can I do? So he was really going through some plan. First plan was, first of all, I want to become immortal. I should not be killed by anyone. So that is natural because Vishnu will kill him otherwise. So he wanted to be immortal. So he performed intense tapas for so many years. Indra got worried because whenever Indra sees anyone is doing this kind of tapas, he always gets really, really upset. Why? His position will be taken. Indra, this thing is not just like that, you go and then enjoy forever. Bali Maharaj also wanted to take the post of Indra. So he got upset and then because of him only, Vamana Deva had to really come down. Okay. So here, what happened was, he performed intense tamas for so many thousands of years or something, and Indra got worried and he attacked with the palace. Indra even seized Kayatu, the wife of Hiranyakashipu. Narada Muni actually came and intervened and stopped him. No, don't do these kind of things and all. And she was the one he was really, Narada Muni was giving protection to Kayatu. And Brahma granted Hiranyakashipu a boon that this is very, very tricky. Because he was charting out a plan when Lord Brahma, after seeing his intense tapas, he was standing in one leg, just raising both of these for thousands of years. Brahma, he came down because he was worshipping Brahma. And he asked the boon so that no man can really kill. No animal can kill him. No weapon can kill him. He cannot be killed inside. He cannot be killed outside. He cannot be killed during the daytime. He should not be killed at the night time. He should not be killed when he was on the ground. And he should not be killed when he was on the sky. And he should not be killed any day of the year. Look at it. These are all something like, we thieves think this, right? Normally, these lawyers are very, very talented in putting the rules and regulation in such a way that, you don't get anything. This is lawyer's business. Because they know all these things, how to word and everything. So, this Hiranyakashipu was very tricky. He put all those things. But then by the time Bhakta Prahalad was in the womb of Kayatu, Narada Muni was teaching Prahalad Maharaj when he was in the womb of his mother Kayatu. Always remember, when somebody, when a woman is actually pregnant, especially devotees, if you really want to get a devotee, if you want a devotee to be born to you, you read Srimad Bhagavatam. When your child is in the womb, it can hear the vibration. It's not because Srimad Bhagavatam and also the Maha Mantra, the chanting, they are not ordinary. They do not belong to this material world. It actually completely really, there's so many wonders, and then because of that, the soul that is going to enter into that is going to be a devotee. It's automatically that will happen. And here, yes, Narada Muni already blessed Kayatu, and now a devotee is coming, and now he is getting educated by Narada Muni, and he was teaching about everything about Lord Vishnu. All the sacred, all the mantras, everything, Maha Mantra, everything, they were teaching everything. Then when Prahlad Maharaj was born, of course, he carried all the impressions through whatever Narada Muni told. Everything was completely he was knowing perfectly. And whenever his teacher, used to take a break or something and say, "Hey, Prahlad," because Prahlad was very intelligent. Even though he was son of a demon, but Prahlad Maharaj is a devotee, so he was very, very intelligent. Devotee will be always intelligent. And Prahlad used to call all his friends whenever his teacher takes it. I have to take care of something. I have to go out and then come. You just take we have to take care of the children or something. Then immediately calls everybody, and then Nama Sankirtan will be going on. Chant the holy name of the Lord Vishnu again and again and again. So then he once came to his father's home, palace. Because, in Gurukul, they will be always staying with the teacher. That was how people were learning that time. And Hiranyakashipu was so affectionate, and yes, he really took his son. And he was asking some questions. He actually, okay, tell me what you have learned. Because he already instructed the teachers of all over to say that Hiranyakashipu is the god. That was how they were told to teach. But every child, yes, that learned. But Prahlad Maharaj learned from Narada Muni saying that Vishnu is God. So then tell me what are the things that you learned? And Prahlad Maharaj said, "Oh, my father, my demonic, the king, the great demon, you are not the God. We are all get power from Lord Vishnu." Hiranyakashipu got so angry because that was the plan that he was having. What was the plan? Because after getting this all the boon from Lord Brahma, now he conquered all. I mean, all the Indra Devas, this everything all over the world. He got the control, and he instructed that everybody should worship me only. I am the God. So this was going on. That was a teaching. That was a syllabus in all the teachings there by the teachers. But now he's saying totally the wrong way. This is very bad for him. So he got so angry because he had set up the whole world only to worship him. Now his own son is preaching the opposite. And he started to give so much of torture, and again he really sent him back to the school, chastising the teachers to really teach properly that Hiranyakashipu is the God. Oh, then they were afraid. Then they were telling the same, they were teaching, but Prahlad will never listen. Again, he came to really meet his father. Same thing happened. He was saying, no, you are not God. We get all power from Lord Vishnu. Your power actually comes from little, he's from him only. He's God. He then became so morose, so angry, and he puts Prahlad Maharaj, a devotee of Lord Vishnu, devotee of Krishna, and into the dungeon of snakes. He was put right into the poisonous snake. But even inside that, he never asked for any protection. Because he always thought, yes, Lord will protect me. Why should I ask? Lord is there. Lord is there. Why should I ask for? He never asked for. Yeah. And so when the snake, all the dungeons of the snakes did not do anything, did not harm anything. In fact, it started worshipping him. And then after that, then again Prahlad, then his father, Hiranyakashipu got so angry again. He took Prahlad Maharaj, told the servants to take Prahlad Maharaj and then toss from a tall mountain. Yes, he was tossed. But what happened? Lord Vishnu appeared, and then he really got hold of the child, and then with no harm, nothing, and Prahlad Maharaj just walked back to home. Hiranyakashipu got totally amazed. What is going on? Okay, all right. Let us all, you all go and then, put him, in the on the ground, bury him on the ground so that he's only the head actually shows up, and let the mad elephant, tell the mad elephant to really toss his head away. They did exactly the same. But whenever that elephant was about to kick, that whole, everything really went down, and then he did not do anything. That's it. He could not, the elephant could not do. Even then he again, ordered those demonic servants to pierce him with weapons. And they were trying to kill. But nothing happened. Nothing. They couldn't even touch him, Prahlad Maharaj. And also he was put into the fire with the Holika. Holika was actually sister or somehow related to Hiranyakashipu. So she had the power where, fire cannot kill her. But then, then he was telling, oh, this is a very good idea. Okay, all right. I will ask her to take Prahlad and then sit on a just a pyre and then set the thing with fire. And in fact, what happened was, Holika got burned. Actually, the reason behind the holy is also, there is a holy, this particular things also involved there, actually. Anyway, he was put into the fire with Holika, but nothing happened. Holika died, burned, and Prahlad came out just like that. He was describing, oh, how I felt. Oh my God, it was so soothing inside the fire. Look at here. This is all. Finally, then this Hiranyakashipu got so angry. He could not really bear his anger. This is really bad, very bad. I have to make sure that this my son has to be killed. And again he was asking, what is going on? What is going on? Who is protecting you like this? Oh, my Lord Vishnu is actually, he is protecting. Where is Vishnu? He is everywhere. Don't tell like this. Be specific. Where is he? He is everywhere. No, don't tease me. Tell me the truth. Where he must be having somewhere, like I am here. He must be there somewhere. I want to kill him. Where is he? He is everywhere. He got so angry. And then right there was a pillar. He just, gave to that fish. Tell me whether he is in this pillar. Yes, he is. Then he kicks on the pillar, and by roaring, Narasimha Deva appears right there. Wow. He couldn't believe what that figure was. So angry, so powerful. It was not a human. It was not an animal. It is something which he did not even hear about it. Because remember, when Prahlad told that Vishnu is everywhere, he asked whether, he is in this pillar. Look at how, see, Vishnu come out. You are actually, Hiranyakashipu was shouting, Vishnu, come out if you are here, like that. Narasimha Deva, yes, came because Prahlad told that, yes, he is on the pillar. Of course, Lord is in everywhere, every atom. Lord obeys to the devotees. This is the beauty of the relation between a devotee and the Lord. Lord is in control of the devotees. Look at here. What a wonderful glory of this devotional. This devotion is very powerful. That is why Krishna can be controlled by a pure devotee. Similarly, here he says, yes, I am on his control. Anyway, look at here. Also, I am going to tell you that many of us may not know. So, today, on this day, similarly, that happened in the Satya Yuga. How did he really kill? Hiranyakashipu. So they were all fighting and fighting for a long time. And finally, the time came. Fighting was going on for a while. And Narasimha was really tossing like, it was like a small toys, they were pulling out here and there because huge figure. Now the time was coming. But remember, this Hiranyakashipu has got a boon. He cannot be killed on a, look at here, by animal, by a man, by a weapon, not in the daytime, not in the night time, not not on the ground, not on the sky. How that is going to be really fulfilled? Yes, he grabbed Hiranyakashipu and took him, and then he was just standing. And also there is one more, not inside, not outside. Look at it, not inside, not outside. So he really went to the entrance, that's on the door, door of the palace where this was happening. He just was really just like that sitting. You will really see the picture. He put him on the lap. Put him on the lap, and that time was not daytime, not night time. It was just dusk. Because he did not ask like that. He was, he did not ask these kind of things. And now how he is going to kill? No weapon. So now because he was putting on the lap, it's not on the ground, it's not on the sky, it's on the lap. And now no weapon. So he used his fingernails to clear the stomach, the body of Hiranyakashipu. Shilatanka. Anyway, we'll be singing that one. Now, something else I am going to tell you. So that was how the whole thing ended. When Lord was tearing the body of Hiranyakashipu, he did something very strange to understand. He pulled out the heart of Hiranyakashipu, and he was holding that on his hand. And he was really looking at that very closely, and tears came. Arey, he was in anger. But how can tear can come? Why he was crying? He was Hiranyakashipu. That Hiranyakashipu, who was he? He was one of the gatekeepers of Vaikuntha. Jaya and Vijaya, remember? One of them is actually Hiranyakashipu. He chose that gatekeepers to really do his Veera Rasa. That was why he was fighting for quite some time. And the reason was why he was tears were coming was, yes, you have sacrificed your life to really make me happy, make me to really enjoy this Veera Rasa. Anger on one side, tears on the other side. This normally people may not be really telling you. Now, now Hiranyakashipu is finished. But he was in the highest mood of anger. The worlds were shaken and tormented due to his anger. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, even Lakshmi Devi could not calm him. Lord Shiva asked Lord Brahma to go near him. Oh, go. He refused. I was the one who gave the boon leading to all this. If I go near him, I will be finished. Another Hiranyakashipu Vada will be happening here. No, I am not going. Then Lord Shiva asked Lakshmi Devi, oh, Lakshmi Devi, why don't you go? He's your husband. Oh, Lakshmi Devi, I have never seen such an anger. No. There will be again, he will kill me. No, I am not going. Then there was nothing that Lord Shiva was thinking. Then he looked at Prahalad, a 5-year-old boy, seeing all these things. And then he told Prahalad, oh, Prahalad, for whom he has come, You are the only one who can calm him down now. Please go, 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 run, run, run. And this small 5 years old, just like that, he started running towards Lord Narasimha. And Lord Narasimha took him and put him on his lap. And here his head was like what? It was a lion. And how the lion will be showing the affection to the baby, the cub. It will lick the baby. The same way, Lord Narasimha was licking the head of Prahlad Maharaj. Then he was calming down. All the worlds, they were all about to really collapse. It was so shaking. Everything started to really calm down and calm down. Then finally he came down. Prahlad Maharaj now offered a special prayer to Lord Narasimha. If you read Srimad Bhagavatam, it is so wonderful. So wonderful. This is a complete, you have to read. This is very, very special. And now, after all the hearing prayers, who gave the power to do the prayers? That's all the Lord only. Then Lord Narasimha was asking Prahlad, "Oh Prahlad, I have come for you. But sorry, I could not come anytime because one of the condition was that it should not be on a regular day of the year. I had to look for a leap year." Leap year, because it's not, leap year is not a normal year. So I had to wait for that to really come. "Oh Prahlad, you are very special for me. Ask me some boon." And Prahlad Maharaj, 5-year-old boy, look at here, he said, "Oh Lord, don't make this cheap. I do not want to ask anything. I don't want to ask anything. No. I do not want any favor for me. Because you are insisting. I may ask, but I don't want anything." Then again, Lord Narasimha was again insisting. Then he said, "Yes, because you are insisting, I need 2 things. Can you promise?" "Yes. First, please liberate my father by forgiving his big offense." Narasimha Dev said, "No problem. He's already taken care, because if a devotee, when there is a devotee, if he is a Kanistha 7 generations before and 7 generations after, I will liberate automatically. And if it is a Madhyama, then 14 generations, before and 14 generations after, I will liberate them. And you are a Uttamadhikari. So 21 generation before and 21 generation after will be all taken. Your father is already taken care. He already liberated. Oh, okay. What is the second one? What you are asking? You asked me. So many jivas are suffering in hells. These are all the karmis. They do all kinds of sins, killing animals and eating meat and so many intoxication, every kind of sins they are making. In the name of religions also. Look at their ignorance. Please put all their sins on my head and let me suffer on behalf of all the jivas in the hell suffering. And please make all those to go to heaven. Here Lord Narasimha Deva could not believe this. Oh Prahlad, no one can defeat me. But you defeated me. Because I cannot do this request. I accept my defeat. But however, anyone who really hears this story, this history, this incident, they will be definitely liberated. So you are all here today watching the story of this Bhakta Prahlad and Lord Narasimha Dev. So what is guaranteed? you will all, yes, reach him. So Lord Narasimha is Vatsalya Bhav. He is very, very merciful. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he visited South India, he also visited a very famous tirtha called Pana Narasimha. This holy place is in Andhra Pradesh. This tirtha is mentioned in the summary of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela. Swaprabhave Lokasabara Karanat Vishmaya Pana Narasimha Aila Prabhu Daya Maya. Everywhere Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went, his influence astonished everyone. He next arrived at the temple of Pana Narasimha. So Pana Narasimha is very, very special, because this is also called Panakal Narasimha. It's located in the district called Krishna. There is a Krishna district in the south. It's actually in the hills known as Mangalagiri. It's about 7 miles from the city known as Vijayawada. One must climb about 600 steps to reach the temple. It is said that when Lord is, you know how the worship is. You really take jaggery and water mix, and you really offer, because he has a wide mouth. You really pour. So you give it to the pujari will pour. But the beauty is, does not matter how big, how much water that you really bring, this sweet water, jaggery water, as soon as you really pour half of them, it will fill. You cannot really pour anymore. So the remaining 50% is prasadam for you. Nobody knows where this goes.
जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। जय नरसिंह देव, जय नरसिंह देव, नरसिंह देव, जय नरसिंह देव। जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज,